up?
What's up, y'all? Welcome to this week's episode of Everyday People, Everyday Conversations. I am one of your hosts, Tiffany D. Collins.
And I'm your girl, Tiffany Tiffco Joseph, and I'm going to drop some nuggets tonight.
And I'm your girl, Anika Roseboro, better known as
Nico Rico!
And what up, peeps? This is your man, Vashawn, holding it down for all the men and all the bros out there.
All right.
Make sure y'all please stay tuned in to the end of the show and chime into our topic, which is closing chapters that are no longer serving you.
Y'all heard all right.
Yeah,
y'all
buddy.
stay tuned. So we have a special guest that's going to come in tonight. And shortly after that, after we do our interview, we're going to zoom right into our main topic. And we want y'all all to chime in and get involved with that.
Yes,
but also go over to our social media page, Everyday People, Everyday Conversation, of course, on Facebook, and Epic Podcast on Instagram, and then you can mosey on over to
YouTube.
Yes.
Type in Epic Talk Show. That is EPEC Talk Show. Also, you can just Google us, man. Hashtag Epic Talk.
Because we are Googleable.
Googleable.
Right.
And on our show, we make up our own stuff.
That works out pretty
We are Googleable.
And also, y'all, I don't know if y'all ever noticed, but we're going to show these cups. Let me see this cup. Look at that. We got our Epic cups, y'all. These cups, if y'all want to drink coffee with us, y'all contact us and y'all go ahead and purchase y'all cups so that when we talking and we having our talk show, we can all sip tea together or drink coffee. Late night latte.
That's right. With
Coffee does you
Epic.
good.
With the Epic.
Yes.
So y'all been watching the news lately?
Yeah.
There's just so much going on. The weather just been acting real crazy. It's been not bipolar, but tripolar.
Man,
Exactly.
it do whatever it want to
Right. That's why
do.
people
It don't
get
follow the
sick.
rules.
I don't think it's just Houston either. I think this is everywhere.
Mhm.
Yeah, because my thing is, I know I have a cousin that stay in Denver. She said like it's pretty much almost May, and they had a snowstorm like last week.
Good evening.
How's it
Are you-
snowing? And it's like the end of April.
Good.
Right.
How's
It's
snowing?
spring.
Wow, y'all send us pictures.
Yeah,
That
they
is
had-
amazing. That's
they
like
had a full
amazing.
Snowing in spring?
Yes,
Mhm.
a full, not just snowing, but like a snowstorm.
Oh my God.
And so we had stuff coming through. I just heard little tornadoes trying to whip up and come through here. And I'm like, when Houston started dealing with tornadoes? Now I know hurricanes and I know stuff like that, but it's not even either of those seasons. And what's going on?
Yeah, jet stream is pushing all that bad weather towards Houston.
No, stay where you
Yeah.
at. Stay where you at. We don't want you.
You're talking about it's gonna rain pretty much all this week, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, but just a small percentage.
So how many of y'all got y'all cute rain boots? How many of y'all got y'all cute rain boots?
Oh man.
I wonder, do we? I mean,
Not
because
me.
we don't really get snow here, so I guess you could probably wear your snow boots and your rain boots for the same purpose.
We, every time it rains, I say, "Oh, I need to go get me a pair of boots," because I just need me a pair because they're just so cute. You know?
I love boots. I can wear boots all year round.
So hold up, y'all get rain boots just because they're cute?
I like them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one
But
reason.
what if they don't work right?
They always work
Nigga
right.
like, oh,
I don't.
yeah.
I don't. You know.
I mean, if they
I don't
rain
have
boots,
a
they're gonna
pair of
work
rain
right.
boots.
I'm
I
just
just
saying.
have regular boots that I could wear all year round. But up here, I guess I better not try that. People look at me like I'm crazy wearing boots in the summertime.
Oh no,
Right.
you can wear boots here, baby. You can
Yeah,
wear
I wore
you
boots.
can wear boots all around, baby, because we make this year. I think with Beyonce and her country western song and everything else that's going on with the Zydeco and down south, it made the whole world country, baby. We making the whole world go country.
She making country be cool. She done made a whole little statement behind Texas country. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, baby.
And I love it. And then they are saying a lot of stuff in regards to Beyonce. They were saying basically that her country album, the country sector, they don't want to accept her as a country artist.
That's what I heard.
But this is the funny part. But when she first moved into singing in Hollywood, they said she was too country at first.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, they didn't like the way she talks. She was all down south. Now, which one in it? In a minute, y'all gonna tell the truth. Is she too country? She not country enough?
I don't even know if it
They
was.
don't wanna
I know
make
that they
no
were
money.
saying country, but I know it. In my opinion, back in the day, like whenever she would have interviews, like I don't even think it was that she was country. She just didn't really sound the most educated. Not to be funny.
I don't know if she was speaking backwards.
Not backwards.
I just think that she had a southern drawl,
Mm-hmm.
and her dialect, the southern Houston dialect, it's very strong. But I don't think
people used to tell me mine, like being from Alabama, it was like slow. Like when I talk, I drag my words because of Alabama. I don't think I do that.
You have
you just got so proper right there.
I
don't think I do that.
She said that fast. Huh? She said that fast, huh? But we from and one thing we just never did is embrace our Houston. The Hollywood didn't respect that neither. They would get all kind of stars and stuff to act. Y'all seen what was that movie? They had all those Hollywood actors coming and act, and they filmed it here in Houston. And it was Jada Pinkett was in it.
Jason Lyrics.
That movie drives me crazy.
Why? Oh, because they over accentuated.
Yeah. You over there?
Horrible.
We don't sound like that in Houston. Instead of giving the Houston actors a chance to act in that movie, they went and picked Hollywood actors to act like us. In the movie. No, we know we can act, and our now since we made the whole world go country, our accent has been solidified.
Because you already know, baby, if Beyonce says it, that settles it. Okay.
So now we can talk and walk and shut the door and all that dough and fo and dough. We don't have to put no R's on it and just keep it moving, y'all.
Say those R's.
Yes, indeed.
Something else.
But y'all listen, we got a special guest on this evening.
All right.
We want to thank her for joining us, Miss Dr. Sheila.
Welcome, Sheila. Dr. Sheila.
Hello, how are you, sweetie?
Hello.
Hello. Thank you for being on the show, Dr. Sheila.
Hey, hi, everybody.
Good. Yes,
Can we get you to do a test 1, 2, 3? Testing 1, 2, 3.
I couldn't hear you, Miss Tippy.
I said, can we get a testing 1, 2, 3?
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Okay, you ready? Okay.
There we go.
We just want to make sure everybody hear you because we talk real loud
in country,
and so we country and we talk loud, and we want to make sure you fit in with us. You sound like a little soft bell, but but we are anxious and ready to dive into this interview.
Right, that's right,
Okay.
Dr. Sheila.
Yes. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get into our interview questions, and then once after that, we're gonna go ahead and go into our main topic. You are welcome to chime in after that.
Mm-hmm.
So, Dr. Sheila, I see you are the CEO of Hazel Maid Services and the founder of the Sheila Henry Foundation. Please give us some history about both companies and what inspired you to start them.
Can you hear us?
The CEO, the Henry Foundation is a foundation that serves. The Sheila Henry Foundation is a foundation that serves women and children that have been. So what we do is we like to give shampoo, all types of hair care for people that are going through alopecia.
Oh, okay.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
But you kind of chopped it up.
And the second, so okay, I'm sorry. And you asked about commercial.
Yes, your maid service
company.
So Miss Henry, you having a few. Miss Henry, excuse me, we have technical. Miss Henry, we're having a few technical difficulties. So what I was trying to see if you can get yourself positioned so that we can hear you clearly. You chopping up so the audience can be able to hear you clearly. So I don't know if that's a good internet space for you, but just trying to give you time to be able to sit in position so that we can hear you because we can't wait to hear all this stuff, great stuff that you're doing.
Do y'all want me to come out and try to come back in? You hear me now?
Okay,
that's fine. Yeah, if you wanna, would you think it'll take maybe like 5 minutes or so to kind of come back out and then come back in?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Can you hear?
Yeah, but you're choppy. So, but you're gonna go back out and come
I'll
back
come
in.
back out and come back in.
Okay.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna keep this conversation. Glad that all of y'all came and tuned in with us tonight. Every now and then you might have a little technical difficulties, but we're gonna move right along and still have a great show.
Absolutely.
So this give you a little time to go get some water, tinkle, or whatever you have to do just to come back in a couple seconds. But we're gonna
Roll
stand
up.
and we're gonna talk to you. You're gonna do what?
Roll up. Take your time and roll up.
Oh my gosh. Kids should be in the bed by now, so not y'all be watching the show and listening to their children.
Yay.
And we want y'all to stay tuned because we're going to be talking about closing chapters that are no longer serving you. And guys, y'all know we all need to talk about that. Sometimes it's hard to do, but it has to be done.
Yes.
Yeah.
Clear the trouble, clear the clutter,
Yeah.
get that junk out of there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. But
Mainly
yeah, like
for
what else
y'all,
been
though.
going on? Like I know I've been seeing like a lot of like murder suicides on the news and stuff. Like,
Yeah,
what's going
like
on with that?
I was telling y'all, it's this husband and wife. He cut the electricity off. Well, I heard that his one of their kids was having a test today, but
Mhm.
he goes and cut the electricity off.
Mm-hmm.
And what he did was he set his wife on fire and set himself on fire.
Damn.
And what was the purpose of that?
We don't know. They still investigating.
Well, we know one thing, that people just don't know how to problem solve.
Mm-mm.
And people don't know how to deal with stress these days. It seems like the little bitty things that could be rectified through counseling
Yeah.
and what we're going to talk about closing these chapters. Sometimes you got to know to close them chapters. I know it was some warning signs somewhere in that relationship where that woman should have known that she should have closed that chapter and got to get away.
Yeah, they were getting into. I think he had some mental issues.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And mental
And she-
issues is on the rise.
It's
lately.
on the rise like never before.
But she
Uh-huh.
went to him asking him, "Why would you cut the electricity off?" That was her only question, and I guess
That was it for
he
him,
didn't
huh?
like that answer. So
My,
I mean that question.
That's
my.
sad. That is so sad.
I,
It's like
I hate that.
I really hate that. And it just seems like everything becomes a trigger for people nowadays. It's
Mhm.
like you said, she asked that simple question. So what about that question was triggering enough for him to want to set her on fire?
Right.
These
It's like-
issues.
But my thing is like whatever was going on even before that, like that shouldn't have been the tip of the iceberg. It's like, dude, like I'm trying to have a conversation with you. I'm asking a simple question.
Yeah.
Like why did it have to go that far? But you know what?
Exactly.
We are in a state of emergency because the way that this world is going, it's like seriously, like mental health is on the rise.
Mhm.
It is.
Like 20, 30 years ago, you never heard nothing. I didn't really hear nothing about that. And it's like, I don't understand now. It's like people evolve and they grow over the years, but like traditionally people don't really change. So
Uh-huh.
I guess I'm trying to understand like what changed to where people can't cope with life anymore.
Well, you know, about 20, 30 years ago, people were basically ashamed to admit they had a mental issue.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Especially like family members.
Mhm.
They wouldn't acknowledge it. They're like, well, maybe it'll go away or whatever, but most time and often than not, they hid it from everybody, except for certain people in the family or the whole family.
But I do know, I know one person that knew that they had problems.
That person.
Their mama.
Oh yeah, the mom knows it all.
Mama, you know it. You knew it. You knew it. You were like, I knew that boy.
And it could be prime with the mama because the mama, like, it's a pride issue with them. They're like, well, what did I go wrong? Why is my child acting like that? It's probably really nothing you did. It's just something that happened,
Yeah.
It could have been a birth defect that absolutely had nothing to do with you. So it doesn't make you look bad as a parent to get your child the help that your child needs.
Mhm.
But I know a lot of times that's why parents don't want to admit it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but life is hard.
Yeah.
It's hard out there.
It's,
So that could be another reason. People
Yeah.
can't handle certain
Stress
situations.
and
Yeah,
situation.
stress.
And life is getting more stressful now with the economy
mhm.
and
Yeah, like the
everything-
prices
inflation.
of groceries, gas, and everything going up, but paychecks still the same.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they saying now that if you making $90,000, you're not even higher class anymore. You like, they're saying that the cost for a family to be comfortable, both people need to be making that amount of
Need
money.
to make it 6 figures. That's crazy.
And of course we're not. A
Of
lot of
course
people
not.
are not. And it's just getting so hard, and people just can't seem to understand or to how to not rob Peter to pay Paul, then turn around and rob Paul to pay Peter back.
Right.
Right.
You know, so we just got to think of ways, y'all, and a lot of ways to do is basically, you know, find you a hobby or find you a hustle, side hustle,
Mhm.
as long as it's legal, y'all.
Exactly.
Don't be going talking about Tiffany from off the Epic show. Said I need to
that
find
we-
me a hustle.
Yes.
As long as it's legal.
Yes. Okay, y'all. So we're gonna bring back our guest of the hour, Dr. Sheila.
You back?
Yeah.
All right.
It's
So we're gonna go ahead and
still
roll
choppy?
on. It's a little choppy, but you know what? We're gonna go ahead and roll on with it. We just gonna do the best we can, and you know, we just gonna roll with the punches.
Questions
delay.
down.
All right. So you had already asked your question, right?
Yeah.
Anika?
Yeah.
Okay. So Sheila, can you hear me?
What?
It's a delay.
Can you hear me?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear y'all.
Okay, no problem. So so let's talk about
Yeah.
your talk show, the CEO Circle. How did you come up with the name CEO Circle?
I don't know. I think I was just, no, you can't hear me.
It's choppy.
It's
We
still
can hear you, but
choppy.
your internet is not letting us have a clear connection. Maybe where you're sitting or something like that.
Or maybe the laptop probably
Or
will
maybe it's the
work.
laptop or whatever.
No, the laptop probably will work better.
The laptop will work better.
You know,
Oh, it's
still
just choppy. It's your
connection.
connection. It's your internet connection. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand by as we try to deal with some technical issues because we
Okay, how
do
about
want to get into this topic.
Okay, can you hear us now?
I can hear you.
Another day.
Okay. Right. Okay. Okay. So we were asking you, I guess, about the CEO Circle. Can you hear us now?
Dr.
I
Sheila,
can.
Okay.
it's a little delayed response on
I
both
can
of
hear
us.
you.
Okay,
Okay. So how did you come up
Yes,
with the
ma'am.
name? How did you come up with the CEO Circle?
I don't know. I was just sitting down one day, some different names for a talk show, and basically everybody. You can't hear me.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Can
We can hear you.
okay. Um, to be honest with you, I guess because that's how I came up with the name CEO Circle. And when we first started, it was three of us, three ladies. That was 7 years ago, and all of us were CEOs. So that's how I actually came up with the name, the CEO Circle. So it's a circle of ladies, and we were all CEOs. So that's how I came up with the name of the show, the CEO Circle Live.
Okay, that
Okay,
is
okay.
absolutely
Awesome.
wonderful.
Good.
Awesome.
So you are a #1 Orange Ribbon Amazon best-selling author. Tragedy to Triumph, 7 Steps to Taking Your Life Back. Tell us what, in a small form, what was the book about?
The book is actually about how I took 7 steps to taking my life back.
Mhm.
I am a domestic violence survivor.
Amen.
I have went through a lot of things, and I decided one day that I was not going to let the things that I went through get the best of me. Claim what God had for me, and I was going to go after it and make sure that I reap the benefits and the harvest of what God has for me.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yes,
Awesome.
indeed. Okay, before I ask my question, I would like to applaud you for being a domestic abuse survivor.
Yes.
Yes.
Everybody don't make it.
Yes,
Right.
indeed. Now you're a best-selling author. You won it in 2019, and also you have your second bestseller, "Lifting the Mask." Can you go into a little detail for the audience about
Okay,
lifting?
now
Can you
I
hear us?
couldn't hear your question because
It was choppy.
Okay,
I can
can you
hear
hear me
you
now?
now, but I couldn't hear.
Okay,
Yeah, it was
cool.
choppy.
Okay, cool, cool.
Uh-huh.
I was talking about your second bestseller, "Lifting the Mask." I want you to elaborate. Tell the audience a little bit about "Lifting the
Oh,
Mask,"
wow.
your second bestseller.
Well, the lifting the mask. Okay, the lifting the mask is actually a collaboration, and we became a best-selling collaboration. And that book is about lifting the mask, being able to see you for who you really are, allowing God to unveil the cover so
Mhm.
you can identify your flaws and gain a deeper spiritual relationship with God.
All
That's so
right.
Okay.
important. That's so
Actually
that's so
Excellent.
important to
uncovering
be
the man
true and real
and
to
not
yourself.
holding up, making it look pretty.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Awesome. Awesome.
So, Dr. Sheila,
Yeah,
what
and
tell us.
awesome stories. I had to. Yeah,
Go ahead.
She froze in.
just say it again.
Dr. Sheila. Okay. Okay. What magazines were you featured in from the year 2020 to 2022?
Oh, oh, Miss Anika, that's a lot.
give
I've
us
been
a
tell you
give
a
us a few.
number, but I can't tell you all the names.
Okay.
I've been on the cover of Who's Who in 22.
Mhm.
On Aspire magazine. I've been on the cover of Texas Plus America magazine. It's very important. They're gonna kill me if they watch this.
Uh
And I don't
oh.
say their names, but I've been on the cover of so many magazines, and that's honestly to say that I'm grateful, not to say it in a bragging right. I just don't remember them all, but I've several magazines that I am so grateful to have that opportunity to be on the cover story.
That's
Awesome.
That's
that's that's
That
amazing.
amazing that you
is.
be put on the forefront on a magazine. Some people never been on nothing. So and you've been on there on a plethora amount of material.
Magazines.
So that means that you're doing a lot of good work. I have
Mhm.
another question for you. Who are you inspired? Who or what inspired you to do pageantry? Because we see back in 2022, you received the title of Miss Texas plus America, Miss Houston, Texas plus America, cover girl, Miss Heart of Texas plus, plus America. You won all these titles. Who or what
Who
inspired
inspired?
you to get into that?
Well, when it was to my attention, I denied. And I think Tim a little bit about that part in pageantry. I actually denied it, but when I got home, everything I do, one thing about me, if you really everything I do, pray for it first. I got to and ask
Yes.
God anything last minute. I got to say, is this the direction you want me to go into? Because
Mhm.
Okay.
sometimes we'll do things just off the rip,
Mhm.
and then we're mad at ourselves that we've done something and gotten ourselves into a situation when we really wanted to say no, and we said yes. So I'm quite sure all five of us to that in some type of way.
Oh yeah.
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 Mhm.
But
That's
Um,
and the answer that I received was, moving forward, whatever door I opened for you, the door was open from me. I don't walk
yep.
through it because I'm closing one
Right.
Mhm.
and I'm opening now. When an opportunity
Exactly.
and a door opens, then I walk through it.
Yes,
great.
indeed.
That's the
So
answer we
while
want to
while we
hear.
on this, I want to point out, last year, I was crowned Miss Texas Plus America 2023.
Woo!
So I want to publicly, like I've thanked her many times, but Dr. Sheila Henry is the person who brought me into pageantry.
Oh wow.
And that's something that I never thought was even a possibility for me.
Mhm.
And just by doing it, it has opened so many other doors. So Dr. Sheila, I give you your flowers in front of the whole world on the Epic Talk Show. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, so my reign is over, but I was crowned last year. So, but she is the reason why.
Yeah.
Because she's the reason why
Thank
I
you,
even got into the whole
Tiffany.
thing.
Yeah.
But so we have another question for you. So we see that you began your acting career in theater, where you starred in several plays,
Believe me,
and you
don't you
also,
believe me?
huh?
We already asked it. What'd she say?
So we see that you began your acting career in theater,
Heard
where
you
you
say
starred in several plays, and you also have the opportunity to land a role in the film of the series. Would you prefer working in
I
theater
actually
versus film?
started
Mm-hmm.
well, Tiffany, I'm gonna be honest. For for me, it's not and as an actress, not the stage play or the film or it's not that. It's the people that you work under.
Mhm.
Yes, yes.
For me, it's a producer. It's not about the stage. It's not about the film. It's about the person that getting instructions from and trying to pull the character out that that person wants me to pull out.
Mhm.
And I feel that person wants me to do. If film or stage, it doesn't matter to me. My heart and my dedication is to the person that asked me to do that character at that. So
I'm the same way. I totally feel you. Like it makes the world a difference who you're working with. Like the vibe got to be right, the energy got to be right, the storyline has to be something that I can,
yeah.
vibe with and
Yeah,
everything. So I totally get it. Absolutely.
definitely, definitely. So, Dr. Sheila, I know that you do a lot of community servicing the community a lot. What are some of the awards you have won for being active in the community?
The last end
Did she hear me?
of it.
Okay, I'll repeat it. I was glorifying
The
you about
whole
your
the whole
community service. I was asking what are some of the awards you received from your community service activities?
um I received a proclamation from the city of Houston.
Okay.
All right.
Uh I'm looking over there and looking now, but I have received Woman of the Year, Community
Hmm.
Service, Award of the Year. I've received a. It's kind of like the just I can't name them all, but I have been blessed
Yeah.
to be recognized for a lot of the things that I have to, which is okay. The reward is being active.
Yes.
Seeing a smile on the people's faces that we help.
Absolutely.
When I go home, knowing that I was a problem or a need that needed to be met, and I was available to help solve that problem. So those are some of the awards that I got that I can just name off the top.
Okay.
But I've done other, so
That is awesome. Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for tuning in today and being our special guest on the show today and letting the world know all the great things about you. Now people know how wonderful Dr. Sheila Henry is
That's
and some of
right.
her magnificent things that she's doing in the city today. And we look forward to working with you, working beside you, supporting you in all your endeavors. We just ask that you follow our pages and keep in touch with us. And as we keep in touch with you and keep doing great things. But now we're moving on to our hot topics, and we like you just sit along and join us on the panel. Is that all right?
That's all
Yeah.
right.
So we ready for the main topic, y'all?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Y'all know what that
Yes.
is?
that's
The
fine.
main topic is closing
Closing
chapters
chapters
that are no longer serving you.
So I have a question. What are some common signs that indicate that it's time to close the chapter in your life?
When they tell you they don't want you no more.
That's in a relationship.
I mean,
But just any
When it's
chapter,
stressful,
What
yeah.
is
chapter.
just any?
When it's stressing you out,
when it's stressful.
when
Yeah.
it's no longer fun, when it's no longer making you happy.
When it's not healthy, when it's not positive, like when the energy is not right. Like it's kind of, and that's not to say that everything is going to be perfect. Because again, in whether it be a work relationship, friendship, a romantic relationship, nothing is ever going to be perfect.
Uh-huh.
But there should definitely be more good days than bad days. And when your
Right.
bad days start out weighing your good days,
Yeah.
you may need to rethink, hey, is this something that I wanted, or is this something that God wanted for me? Because God wants me to have peace.
Uh-huh.
And if I don't have peace, then God left, or perhaps he was never there.
Mm-hmm. And then when you want to grow, sometimes you got to
Yeah.
close chapters to grow.
Mhm.
You're going through bigger doors, bigger challenges,
Yeah.
Right.
and these little things that you're doing on this scale, you might have to stop because you move into another level in
Mhm.
another scale. So closing the doors enable you to go to bigger doors.
Yes.
And a lot of what things do you think keeps us from closing chapters?
Fear.
Fear.
Fear is.
That's
I would say
number
fear is the
one.
no. I was just gonna say. I
What?
bet. I said fear
It's
is probably number one.
Okay. And you can't let fear what do you think the fear is? Fear of what? Being alone, fear of walking alone.
I think it's fear of, okay, if I leave this,
being without.
then what am I gonna do? Because I've been
'Cause you're so
feeding off
used
of
to-
this for so long.
Yeah.
So if I leave this and I stand by myself, would anybody know who I am, or would I even get noticed? Would I have the same amount of success? But if it's for you, it's for you.
Mm-hmm.
Period. So what God got for you alone, it's gonna be for you whether you here or whether you there. It's for you.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Well, closing chapters is it's mainly important to the women.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Because men can care less about closing chapters. Most men.
Uh-huh.
Let me just say that. I know for myself, man, I got plenty of chapters back in the day. It's still open. And I don't give a damn if they close or not. Because I ain't going back there no way.
Right.
So
But
this in regards to relationship.
anything.
Okay,
anything.
Anything.
You if it's over, to me, well, with me, if it's over, it's over.
Right.
And I think that's the important
Yeah.
thing is knowing when it's over.
Oh yeah.
Right.
How do you know when it's over?
Sometimes it's just a feeling.
A feeling?
Yeah.
That intuition, that gut
yeah.
feeling. What we
But here's
talked
the
about a
thing,
couple
it's
of
like-
weeks ago.
You know, when they say women intuition, men have
Yeah.
men have
Men have
intuition,
intuition too.
but most men just don't listen to that damn intuition.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah,
Mhm.
intuition to tell you every time when
Mhm.
something don't feel right, or it's over.
I feel
You know?
like another sign to know when it's really over. Because again, like in relationships or friendships, you're gonna fall out at some point. But to me, when you falling out and when you're in a disagreement, there's always a desire. One day, okay, we ain't vibing right now, but we'll be okay. You know what I'm saying? Like in due time or whatnot. Like, if the love is still there, like I may not be vibing with you today, but if I found out something was going on with you tomorrow, in a heartbeat, I'm there. But if
Uh-huh.
there's no longer a desire to be connected with you, I feel like that's when you know it's over. Like, if you call me tomorrow and say something, I'll be like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Like,
Mhm.
And
but I ain't
you
about to
don't
go out
have
of my way, you know,
Yeah.
because
Hold on,
it ain't.
no
You
feeling.
gonna answer the phone?
I mean, to me, I will, but if you telling me, okay, something happened in your family or
Oh,
something
man.
like that, I'm not heartless,
Yeah.
but we're not where we used to be, or I don't have a desire to have that connection with you. I'm gonna kind of treat you like, oh, well, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'll be praying for you versus getting in the mud with you, trying to help you work through it. If I get in the mud with you and try to help you work through it, that means you got my heart.
Mhm.
If I give you, oh, I'm praying for you, then I'm not really that close to you. I'm not really vibing with you on that level.
But you wish
That's-
them the best.
Yeah, that's kind of what you'll get from me
Yeah.
when it's over.
Yeah.
You know.
Uh-huh. But sometimes closing chapters to me and what y'all
Yeah.
think is about when you've been in this chapter too long.
Yeah.
I mean, in this season, in this place in your life, when it's
Mhm.
just too long, it's time to move.
And
it's
you're
time
stagnant
to
and
close.
nothing
It's
is
not
changing.
serving me.
Right.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's the name of the topic. Closing chapters. They're
Sure.
not no longer serving you anymore. Okay, so when we speak about serving you, serving you in what area? Like if you in
Just growing.
yeah, growing.
Yeah.
You're not growing. So we got to make sure that we are not in places that we're just really spinning our wheel, wasting our time. Because one thing you can't get back is time,
Mhm.
and
That's
time is money. And so when your time to go to work, you getting what? For your time, money.
Hey,
You
yep.
getting paid,
So
baby.
and so when you spending your time doing other things that's not beneficial to you,
It's
not.
time to let go.
Yeah, it's time to let go. You're not
Yep.
getting. It's not serving you in no areas. It's not helping you grow anyway. And first of all, when you get into these chapters, you got to know what you're looking for when you get in the chapters.
Mhm.
Okay, what am I here for? And then you got to
Right.
determine, am I getting that?
Right.
Yes or no, then you close them, you move on.
Right.
Find better. Do nothing. Start your own. Begin new. If you don't like it, do it yourself. Do it better.
Exactly.
If you don't want to be bothered with it, find something else that's conducive to your time. But we all know that, time we don't get back.
We don't
Exactly.
get back.
You can't get it back.
So, Dr. Sheila, can you ever reference any time where you thought it was time to close a chapter? And can you tell us what that process was like for you? Can you tell us a time when you ever had to close a chapter in your life and what that
Well,
process?
one thing is what I will say is that sometimes we have to be mature enough to understand that the season is up and it's up.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then we sit waddling things, and then we know the season is really up.
Mhm.
What I try to do is when I do end the season, I think about it the same way I begin the season. So, meaning whether it's a friendship, a workship, relationship, or whatever ship, I try to leave in love just like I came in love.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Because
That's
relationships
good.
are important. We all building in relationships. Just because that relationship has the season has ended does not mean that you have to end the friendship.
Right.
So whatever that business was or the endeavor was, but you should be able to walk away with love and understanding that you're together
I
as whatever
understand
that
that.
situation. That's
Yeah.
how I
Yeah.
feel.
I agree. And to me,
So I don't
if you can't do that,
yeah.
then
I don't believe in saying, oh, I did my season is up with her, I'm through.
mhm.
Yeah, you can still be friends or do other things. It may be just that thing that y'all doing is
Yeah.
not something that is serving me at this particular time.
Mm.
It could be on Fridays we go play cards. But I
Yeah.
still like your friendship, but I'm just not coming to play cards on Friday no more.
Right. Right.
So it's not that I
That's
want
true.
the friendship to end or whatever else we got going on, but I can't be your friend or in that capacity. I
Yeah,
can't do.
exactly.
You don't have to argue or fuss or be angry with somebody to come up with a conscious decision that the fact that this chapter is not serving me.
Yes.
There are other things that I rather do with my time, and you and I'm letting you know that, and please understand that.
Yeah.
Now, if you got to fuss and fight just to close the chapter, then that's basically on you. But I don't have to. I just, I'm closing this chapter
That's
and I'm moving on, and I'm
New
not.
beginnings.
Yeah, new beginnings.
Yeah, because the more and the longer you argue, you can't move on.
Mhm.
You're stuck.
Right.
So like in a
Stuck,
rut.
stagnant. Yeah.
And you can't
So
let
just
people hold you into
cut it. Roll
things,
with it.
and sometimes, we argue and fuss about something that we're a part of that we know no longer is serving us.
Mhm.
We stay in it, and then we blame them. Why are you blaming them? They're not making you stay.
Right.
They're not keeping you you in there. You're not in the contract to stay. You're not
Right.
getting paid to
That's
stay.
right.
You're not getting served. So at that point, then you have to be the one adult to know. And when people see that you stand up for what's right for you, they respect you
Mhm.
because they know that you're standing up for yourself.
Mhm.
Being nice, could come off as being cowardly or weakness. And then believe it or not, them people know that.
Mhm.
That they know that they can feel that you don't want to be there. You're not all the way in. You half and all that. They just looking at you, just want to see how long you gonna spin your wheels. And they having sidebar conversations about you. So just to end it all, just say, hey, like you said, our season is up.
So let me ask you this, Tiff. So, okay, so you were mentioning earlier about like how, we don't necessarily have to fuss and fight. But what if,
Right.
you decide to close that chapter, the person that you're closing that chapter with, what if they have an issue with it? And like you say, we should be able to still be like if we was friends before, we should be able to still be friends thereafter. But let's say if you wasn't friends before and like the friendship formed while you were connected in whatever, situation it was, can the friendship still go on after you close the chapter, even though you met them just since you were doing that?
So give me a scenario.
So let's say, okay, you didn't know this friend until you started a job. Okay, but you quit that job and all of a sudden it's like the connection stopped. You know what I'm saying?
Well, a lot of times people like that because they always say that people that your coworkers, they really not your friend. They're your associate.
But no, but you didn't invite this friend to your family barbecue, to your family reunion.
Y'all
Like
became
y'all hung
friends.
out outside of work, but because you left that job, y'all don't hang out no more.
But sometimes it's basically one person really feel like it's a genuine friendship, and then the other person, like I said, basically feel like this just a workship. This is, we just associate by work, or it's something that they were wanting from you. And again, they are choosing to close that chapter because it's no longer serving them. So that's what it comes out.
So that means friendship wasn't real. That means it was just like a situation,
It was just for a season.
Yeah, it was just for a season. So then, on the other hand, we talk about the one that feel ghosted, or the one that feel left alone, or this is in a personal relationship. Then you have to be wise enough to know, okay, well, this person has chosen to do this, and then you have to move on too. So it's like when people say, "Where's Susie Q?" You say, "Well, me and Susie Q, season up, or she's fine," and you got to move on. But then there's a question I want to ask y'all. Okay, when things are not getting better for them, or you go back to that job or whatever, and then they try to come back to regain that
My
title in
eyes
your
will
life,
be wide open.
Yeah.
will you accept them back?
To me, it's all, because I know we talked about this on another show before. It's about accountability. So whatever reason why we had to part ways, if it was because of a misunderstanding or if it was legitimate because the season was just up, it wasn't no fallout or nothing like that, then if it wasn't no fallout and I just moved on in this direction, then if the connection stopped, okay, we need to talk about why I stopped. Because are you mad because I moved on? I didn't cut you off. I'm not doing that. So we got to talk about why you cut me off because I decided to move in a different direction. But if there was a misunderstanding, like we talked about on another show, we got to have a conversation like, hey, you can come back, but we need to talk about what happened.
Yeah, we got to rectify that.
It'd be a lot of misunderstandings going on.
Yeah. A lot of people don't even know.
Just go to the person. They don't even know that you may have a problem with them or whatever. Just go to the person. Stop all these misunderstandings.
Yeah.
Like somebody was asking, why wasn't I being so present up into a group why I wasn't so present. But the reason why, okay, you're on the phone. Keep talking.
Delegation.
Delegation. I want to answer your question.
Okay, but why I wasn't so present? But they didn't know that I had an illness. Plus, my back was broken. you know, and they were talking like
All right.
bad about me,
No
but
problem.
they had not known that, you know, I was really sick and could not be present even if I wanted to.
Right.
And those are things, the reason why you should have communication.
Yes.
And always go to that person.
Always go
because
to
when
that
you ask
person.
somebody else about somebody's
You
situation,
know they gonna add what they want to add
And
to
it's
it.
their
It ain't gonna.
opinion.
It's their opinion.
and
So
it's their opinion.
just
So
go
go to the
person,
you know,
y'all. Go
find
to the
out.
person.
Yes,
Okay,
indeed.
what
Our
delegation?
delegation.
Well, the delegation want to answer Tiff Cole's question. They say it depends on how fine she is.
You know what?
About-
Delegation, you fired.
About what?
Nobody got
If they'll
time.
accept her friendship back when they go
Oh,
back to the
Lord.
job.
No.
Oh, look, we're not talking about that. We just talking about.
The
And then
delegation just want to put that out there.
don't get mad at people because they have the ability to close chapters with you.
Life be life sometimes, y'all.
Yeah.
Like I think I did a live about this maybe 2-3 weeks ago. You know what? When you get to making assumptions and you get to telling yourself stories without actually having a conversation with people, that is a sure way for you to know that you are not operating in the Holy Spirit.
Right.
Baby, when you start assuming and you start telling yourself lies, you don't know no facts, you ain't confirmed no facts, you ain't clarified no facts.
Yeah.
You wrong for that.
Mhm.
You now after you've had the conversation, then you can determine okay, what's what. But if you haven't at least had a conversation with the source of your problem or your issue, and you've just resorted to just telling yourself what you think may have happened, you're wrong for that. You are so wrong for that.
Absolutely. So these
Yes.
are some things I want to ask y'all about serving.
Yeah.
Okay, this imagine you have these group of friends and
Mhm.
y'all hang out. You know, maybe y'all should do X, Y, and Z together. You no
Mhm.
longer do that. You know, and you wanna and you closing that chapter in their life because you no longer exercise in these areas X, Y, and Z anymore. They're no longer serving you. You can love them people. You can love the fun you had with them,
Mhm.
but this is no longer serving me. Y'all come over, y'all eat up all my food, drink up all my drink, and I'm left. You know, you dirty up my house. You
Mhm.
know, so these things like this, I love y'all, but I must end this. Now, when you closing those chapters that no longer serve you, will they be hard to do? Yes.
Mhm.
Is it? Do you be sad? Yes. Do you miss them sometimes? Yes. But you have to think about what's best for you
Mhm.
and what you are trying to do in your life.
Yeah.
So that's that on that.
So like so Dr. Sheila, what's your take on that? Like, you know, what I just said like a few minutes ago is like a lot of people, they tell themselves stories,
Mhm.
or like I say, if you decided yourself that you have to make a decision for yourself, that's best for yourself.
Mhm.
But then the other person's like, yeah, she just saying it because she don't want to fool with me no more. Like, that's wrong. You need to talk to that person and figure out what's really going on. Right? Like, what's your take on that?
I think people should be honest.
Yes.
You know,
Can you
like,
hear me, Dr. Sheila?
I think as grown adults, we should have a conversation. I think as grown adults, we should have conversations. And back to the job scenario, you said something about somebody on the job. You know, a lot of people come to work to do two things: get a paycheck and do their job.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
It's a bonus if you gain a friend.
mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Because when you come to work, to work and to play. Once again, it's a bonus if you get a friend.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people have worked a lot of years together, and once they walk off their jobs, and a new door is open. So for me, I would feel some type of way, but at the same time, and the ones that love me and that has really built a relationship with me outside of work, those are the ones that I will not have to the fishing line out of the water and it ain't no fish on the hook, then I'm not gonna worry about it
Yeah.
for us because we can't let them go ourselves.
Absolutely.
So we have to
Absolutely.
take face value for what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? Is this person really, worth me even worrying about? You got
Right.
some friends that are friends that goes in different categories. You got the friends I see every now and then, and when I see you again, it's like we've been talking like it was yesterday.
Uh-huh.
Like you said, we have to be a whole situation and put our friends where they really go. If it's a
Right.
true friend, it goes in the true friend section.
Right.
If it's an associate that I care about, that's what section it goes in. The
Mhm.
associate that I care about. If it's a work friend that I had a work relationship with, then it's a work friend that I had a work relationship. We have to keep it real with. We
Absolutely.
ain't friends.
Yes.
Absolutely. What you think about organizations?
Certain
What you
situations.
think about organizations?
I feel like, oh,
Okay.
As far
What you think about
as far as
organizations?
when you say what do I think about organization, as far as organization friends,
She didn't hear you.
organizations,
See her mouth moving, but she.
is
So
Tiffany.
mm,
I said, are you saying
can you hear us, Dr. Sheila?
as far as being friends in an organization?
no, I'm talking about when you are in an organization, and how do you know that this organization is no longer serving you?
Oh, well, when relationship with God, He gonna tell you when I'm to go. But it's up to us to pay attention to the signs.
The
That's
signs,
absolute. That's absolutely right. That's it. That's the key
the
thing.
signs, red flags.
Yeah,
You
if
knowing
you
your
don't pay
purpose,
attention
it's
to
time
the
to
signs,
go, but God ain't gonna remove you. You got to make that. You got to make
He
the
give you
move.
free will, but
You got to
he
do
gonna
it.
he gonna put it right there in front of you,
Right.
and he gonna be like, okay, it's up to you to move.
Yeah. And then you'll realize sometime when you make that move,
right?
how many blessings was waiting on you that was been stagnated, that been holding you back. Because sometimes when you're in an organization and you expecting things from this
There you
organization,
go.
it tends
And
to
it's
make
like the
you
open.
stop doing what you could do. Because you expecting
It's like the
them
floodgates
or the
have opened.
organization to do it.
Yeah.
So now when you away from that group, it's only you left to do it. So then you will realize that you had what you was looking for all along in you.
You can do it yourself
That's right.
without being, yeah.
Absolutely.
Right.
So we got to learn how to depend on ourselves
Yeah.
and trust ourselves to
Exactly.
know when it's time to move. It's a very mature and noble thing to do. It's nothing wrong with cutting some things short,
And then on
closing
top of
some
that
doors.
too, that also
And know that we know
no.
what we
it's also very important to kind of know what you bring to the table too.
Absolutely.
Because to me, if you're operating in fear and you're scared to move, then that means to me you're not sure of what you bring to the table. Because if you know you bring something to the table, you're like, well, shoot, I know I bring to the table. I don't need this, and that's not an arrogance. That's confidence.
Absolutely.
Because I had that issue before too. I was a part of many things before, and it's like I felt like I needed that because
you know
that was gonna catapult me to get to here. But then I had to
You
sit
thought.
back, and I had to sit back and I had to realize, wait a minute, I'm more of a value to them than they are to me. I bring this to the table. I bring
Amen.
that to the table.
Amen.
I know what I bring to the table.
You the
Right,
big man.
So
right.
it's just like I may not be known or my name may not be as big
That
in the
has nothing to do
moment,
with
but
it.
I know what Tiffany D. Collins brings to the table. And every time I get to that realization, when I think it's time for me to move, I have no hesitation because
Amen.
I know what I bring to the table. They shoes. I can make it on my own.
Because guess what? You the Big Mac. You ain't no Happy Meal.
Yeah.
And
And the D stands for damn it, I'm gonna bring it.
that's right.
That's it.
And that's what I tell people whenever, and this is what I want to let everybody out there know. This is my take on everything in regards to closing chapters that are no longer serving you. You have to know who you are and what you bring. And you got to know that you're enough by yourself. You got to realize that nobody can make you and they cannot break you. You have to know what lies in you.
Yes.
You have to know, don't let fear be what keeps you tied to anything. Don't let that be the thing that ties you to that thing, because do it scared. Do it by yourself.
Do it
scared.
Do it anyway.
Do it anyway by yourself.
Yes.
And when you and as you do that, you are building confidence. You are building so much into yourself, and you got to pour it to yourself. Nobody's gonna make you do it. Nobody's gonna hold your hand to do it to close them chapters. God is not gonna come from you're gonna feel the pain, because pain is gonna teach you a lesson.
That's right.
So you're gonna feel all the different feelings that you feel, but
Mhm.
all those feelings are teaching you a valuable lesson in life to catapult you to where you need to go.
Yeah.
And sometimes we always are dependent on someone else to take us to that next level when all along you have it in
We
you.
can do it
Mhm.
ourselves.
You can do it
So
yourself.
Nika have everything that she need, and you know where you got it from? When you was born.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the
Yeah.
reason why God put your mama and your daddy together to
To
make,
make
you.
you.
So that,
Mhm.
and he gave you everything you need at birth.
Yep.
And this journey is your journey to find it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
stand 10 toes.
Yep.
Tiffany got everything that she needs because mama and daddy got it, and that's why you here.
Yep.
I got
Exactly.
everything I need. You got everything I need. Do it take a village? Yes,
Yeah.
do it. Do is
Yeah.
it better? You can get there fast by yourself,
Get
but
that
you can get
support.
there
Get that support
longer with a
system.
team.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, we
A
understand
good
teamwork,
support system.
but you need a good team to be a
Yep.
part
And
of.
it's not negating, we don't have any,
Right.
please take anything away from this saying that we're not against organizations.
Oh, yeah.
To me, if it takes a team, like you said, it takes a village.
Yeah.
So as long as the organization is serving you,
Yeah.
then by all means stay a part of it. If it's serving you and not in a selfish way, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, well, I need this. Make sure that you're making your contributions as well.
Yeah.
Make sure, just like I said, I know what I bring to the table. So make sure you're bringing something to the table,
Right.
and make sure you're also taking away something as well.
Mhm.
So as long as that situation is always mutually beneficial, then by all means, I'm all for organizations. But if that organization is not serving you and you're not serving it, like Tiffany said, you are a hot commodity by yourself.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And again, that's not saying this to be arrogant, but to be confident in knowing what you have to offer.
And I'm
Right.
not
Period.
saying being
Yeah.
yourself by being by yourself.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you are. You
Mhm.
are. So
Yeah.
they got some organizations that you can get a part of, and you thinking you there to get help from them
Mhm.
or what they advertising, and all along they stealing your ideas. Half the stuff they doing the stuff you brought. You
And
came.
I-
Yep.
And
then
I
you
know
gotta sit
Nika
back and
Rika.
say, I
Mhm.
thought of that. I
Yeah.
thought of that.
Yeah.
They taking your ideas and
And
running with it.
Nika Rika
What-
come up with some great ideas.
That's right.
Nika Rika got a great
Would you
mind.
finna say, Dr.
Yes, she
Sheila?
does.
Well, I was really finna elaborate on what Tiffany said, because we hear that a lot when we
Mhm.
go to different events and when we get different people, when we get with different people. But honestly, this is something that I've always said. We actually don't know what each other's ideas are. Whatever I brought to the table today, that could have been something that Nika had been thinking about 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And I did it today, and then Nika does it next month. And then I say she stole my idea. Well, no,
Oh.
not really. That was something that she wanted to birth
I
20
just
years.
never did it.
She just never embarked on it.
Exactly.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
that's something that I love talking about, because people will not start their endeavors. They will not do what their heart is led them to do in fear of someone else saying they cop it off of them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But all these ideas, all these endeavors, all these things that we are doing right now today, they are nothing but repeats, because people in the graves have done them long time ago.
Yeah, ain't
Mhm.
nothing. The Bible say nothing new under the sun.
Nothing's new. But what I want to encourage anyone that's listening, whatever it is that you decide that's on your heart and the purpose that you want to fulfill, if your friend, your cousin, your network, or whomever is doing it, and you're not doing it for fear that they're gonna say you copied off of them, then you're not doing yourself
Mhm.
a service. You're doing yourself a disgrace, because you're holding back what you really want to do, because you don't want somebody else to say that you copied off of them.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. That's a
Yeah.
good point.
And you know what? I know some people, they have this thing like, move in silence. I'm a firm believer that what God has for me is for me. So I
That's
don't feel
true.
like, to me, even if I say what I'm doing, if I'm ordained to do it, even if you try to come and do it and try to take it, you ain't ordained to do what I am.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
God ordained you to do what you do. He ordained me to do what I do. And we may be in the same field, but he ordained me to do it my way. And
That's
so he
right.
ordained you to do. So even if you try to do it my way, you ain't gonna do it the way I'm gonna do it. Because God has ordained me to do it the way that I do it. So I don't
Absolutely.
believe in this whole myth, oh, move in silence. I like to tell people my blessings. I don't feel like I gotta hide and duck and duck because somebody gonna steal it. No, if it's for me, it's gonna be for me, even if I do tell you, because you're not ordained to do it like Tiffany.
That's right.
Period.
That's
That's
right.
true. And I
Period.
believe that.
So,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, we are far past the hour, and we must go. We'll do a part 2 maybe of this conversation, a whole hour of power to talk about this. This was great. We wanted y'all guys to tune in on next Monday.
Yes.
And we'll see y'all.
And Dr. Sheila,
Next
we thank you once again
Monday.
for chiming in with us on tonight.
Thank you, Dr.
You're welcome.
Thank you
You're
so much.
welcome.
And smile while y'all still got teeth.
All
All right.
See y'all next
Good
week.
night, everybody.
Good night.
night.